That was It's All Right by the Travelling Wilburys. Welcome back to Beyond Sport with myself, Ian Sargentson, and James Main.
I thought you were going to say something else then when you say my name. You know, you've got your nickname for me, haven't you?
What's my nickname for you?
Young Partridge or something.
Oh, yeah, you like a young Alan Partridge, not so much a nickname, rather a description. So for any of our listeners that know Alan Partridge out there, James is just like a young Alan Partridge. Can you do me a favour, James? Can you just say, aha?
Aha.
You need to work on that, but very good. Let's get on with the show.
Yeah, aha. It's 12 minutes past 2 on this Sunday afternoon. Still plenty of the show to go. And Halton Rangers, what a win for them on Saturday.
Yeah, it was. I was following on Twitter because in this moment in time, I'm still an armchair fan. I'm really disappointed with that. I need to get to a game soon. I say this every week. And what I would like to do now is, while we're here, is invite someone from Halton Rangers onto the show, possibly in 2 weeks' time. So if someone from Halton Rangers can get in touch who'd like to come on the show, one of the players, management, one of the coaching staff, whatever, come on and we'll have a chat with you about the club, the history, the future, what it is you need, and just try and raise the profile of this fantastic club. But tell us what they've said about the game yesterday, James.
So they actually dropped us a message. It was the first thing I saw when I woke up this morning. It says, great performance this week in the league, a solid team performance, and with a few players missing for injury or work commitments. First half hat-trick for our right back, Stephen Shallis.
From the right back?
That's an achievement, isn't it? You don't normally see right backs scoring, one goal, let alone a hat-trick.
Well, that's it, but, HRFC, we're already sorted to like young Daniel Alves.
Yeah, and he scored a penalty to confirm the hat-trick, so maybe he's not normally the penalty taker, but obviously it was Stephen Shallis' day. In the second half, TIC, which I believe is a cross between a number of teams, I think it's TIC Dynamos, but they put it ////that. But anyway, they got one back.
It was 3-2 just after half time.
Yeah, to get it up to 3-2. But then Halton strode ahead and won convincingly. And it could have been even better than 6-2. And they've got Arnside reserves in the Division 3 Cup next week away from home. And they're sitting second in the table, just 1 point behind Barham Dynamos.
So they're doing well. They've been up there all the time. The last time we spoke, they'd had a disappointing result, but they're back yesterday with a great result and sounds like a great performance. So if someone from the club can get in touch with us about coming on the show in a couple of weeks' time and tell us where you're at, not next week because we've known that Anside away, but where you're at the week after, and we'll see about getting down. But it's great. I'm really enjoying following them on Twitter. They seem like a proper local community-based club, so I'm excited by that. And although they are the club of choice for us, we are just fans of this, of the North Lancs Football League, Division 3. That's where it's at. So if you are listening and you want a team to support, then get down to North Lancs Football League, Division 3, and go and watch some quality football. Right back scoring hat-tricks. Where else do you get that?
Non-league football is actually a bit more entertaining than Football League sometimes. I found going to watch Lancaster, I actually find it more entertaining than going to watch Morecambe, but I support my team.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But, if you've not got anything to do, I believe it's free admission. They can tell us if we're wrong on that. But Halton Rangers, second in the North Lancs Football League Division 3, and it's the first season as well.
Yeah, it was 7 games played. I think they've won 5, have they, and lost 2, is that right?
Newly formed team. They haven't drawn a game. They've scored 27 goals, and they've got the second best goal difference in the league, 17 their goal difference. Bolton Le Sands have got a better goal difference of 22, and they have got a game in hand, but still sitting in second at this point in the season is pretty good going, and especially as they've only just started.
Yes, it's all to play for, isn't it?
Absolutely, but then again it is with most football leagues at the moment, but a promising start to the season there. But it feels like the football season's been going on for ages now, and it's only October. Yeah,
I mean, it's barely even started yet, has it?
Yeah, a lot of action to come, I suppose, in the football season. I I suppose because football goes on all year round, though, you don't know when some people won't know when the season even ends because, you know, the Premier League season finishing in May, and then you've got all these, you know, post-season friendlies, and then the Euros and the pre-season friendlies. It goes on all year round, really.
Yeah, and we'd like you to get in touch today. The question that we've got, the big question of your chance to win a Cadbury's Crunchie this week, is to tell us what your most embarrassing story is from when you were playing or watching or observing sport, not just football, sport, because this was inspired by something that happened to James yesterday. So, James, tell us about your experience yesterday.
Oh, gosh. Well, I was at Morecambe versus Carlisle yesterday, and Carlisle, the away team, actually outnumbered the Morecambe following. There was 1,996 Carlisle fans at the Globe Arena yesterday. Morecambe had around 1,700 fans. I parked my bike right by where the Carlisle fans were. You know,
one minute. Do you park a bike? Yeah, I guess you do, don't you?
Yeah, you stop it and lock it up.
You parked your bike. Carry on. Sorry for the interruption.
So we parked our bike there, and after the game we ended up being surrounded by Carlisle fans chanting and whatnot, and this guy went up to my brother and was tapping him on the head saying, "See you later," and I'm just like, "Dan, do you know that guy?" "No." But anyway, that's not the best of it, because then got on the main road.
Good. So you got on the main road. Carry on, James.
Got on the main road and cycled past some Carlisle fans, and I'll have to sort of censor this chant a bit.
Yeah, not a bit, a lot. Just censor it so there's no expletives.
Yeah, so you know that chant that goes, "I want to go home, I want to go home, Morecambe is it? I want to go home."
Yep, I know that one. Morecambe is a rubbish place to live. I want to go home. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I turned around and shouted, "Go home then." And they all went ballistic.
Ballistic, because you told them to go home, even though they wanted to go home.
Yeah, and my brother, Dan, was cycling behind me, and he turns around and say, "Well, you're hypocrites, because during the game you were chanting, 'Don't take me home, please don't take me home, just don't want to go to work.'"
What they like, these hypocritical football supporters, not thinking about every lyric that they sing and what makes sense. And I think it's good that you tried to reason with them and help them see sense in the situation. But in future, my advice would be, if there is people that are out supporting football, don't expect them to make rational arguments during their songs, and probably best not to take them on about some slightly moot point, really. I think it was just a song, but I'm glad that you escaped unharmed.
Well, I wouldn't have done it if I was on the path, put it that way. You know, if I was stood by them. But, you know, the way in which they yelled at me was kind of in the same manner as you would yell at a referee, I guess.
I guess so. So that's your embarrassing moment, having loads of people going ballistic at you. And what were they doing? Were they shouting at you and making fun of you? Were they singing at you?
I was just going, "Oh, yeah. I'm swearing and stuff. I'm not going to swear, of course.
No, of course you're not.
So, you know, basically just, you know, when the referee makes a bad decision, it was that kind of thing. And I saw the funny side of it. And it was only a bit of banter, really. It wasn't, I was kind of trying to wind them up. But, yeah, I suppose you came up with a life lesson there.
I did come with a life lesson. Don't try and correct the... I guess the appropriateness or the rationale of a group of football fans that are singing songs. It doesn't matter, just let it go. You know what I mean? It's like trying to correct the grammar. It's not really the point right now. They're just saying, it's just a song, they want to go home, let them go home. Let them get on with it. If they sing, "I don't want to go home, I want to stay here forever." If they sing, "Morecambe's the worst city I've ever been to," you don't have to correct them and say, "Actually, it's not a city." It doesn't matter, just let it go.
Yep. I just couldn't help it anyway, put it that way.
No, I will put it that way. It tends to be a theme. Have we had anybody get in touch with any other embarrassing stories? If your stories are more embarrassing than that, about James trying to take on a whole army of Carlisle supporters, then get in touch. Something funny that you've seen, something you've been involved with, and you'll win a Cadbury's Crunchie. I mean, you know what I mean? It's no expense spared here. We're just giving this stuff away.
Yeah, it's, you know, you put it in the post, no lemon.